It's not enough in today's times to just have a great product, because in no time that product will be replicated. You're already outsourcing most of your manufacturing to other companies that are far more efficient if you're a brand company. So you can't be relying on just the product attributes. And besides, as soon as the competitor comes with the same product, then all you've got to play with him against is price. And you don't want to be playing that game. So you need to build real brand equity. And real brand equity in today's times is about brands with purpose. It's about understanding that as a brand in this community, wherever you're marketing, you have a responsibility to your consumers, to the individuals in the community. And you've got to find ways to add value to them beyond just the product's features and attributes. How do you create real brand love? A great example is Apple. People love Apple. They'll stand in a cold, outside, rainy environment in a queue just to get the phone. And it's way more than just the features, which are very similar to other products, but there's something about brand love because they answered the why of the brand before they focus on the what and the how.
So the Whippet is an independent coffee store. We're situated in Linden, which is in Johannesburg. And our philosophy was always one about celebrating local. The whole world's moving from globalization to localization. It's a trend that we kind of want to lead in rather than kind of follow, where people want to know kind of where their food comes from, how long it takes to make that food, where's your food grown, who roasts your coffee, etc. So we call it this era of faces, where people want to see the faces that actually goes behind all this effort that goes into products and services. When you start off a new brand, your biggest challenge is that you sit with zero brand equity. It's not like you sit with a brand that already has legacy or has history. So we kind of flip the branding process on its head to say there's equity lying someplace. Let's kind of go and use that equity and make it our own. We always knew that Linden had an incredibly rich history. For interest's sake, Linden was the biggest export region of peaches to the United Kingdom in 1936. So that history in that suburb already existed. We just said we'll kind of borrow that history and make that come alive. So people already loved Linden, they loved the suburb, they bring up their families there. So they already loved the area. We kind of just said, well, the Whippet makes that love kind of come alive. People always talk about authenticity, but authenticity is something that's unique, but it's also tangible. That's what authenticity is about. People can feel it without kind of saying it. And that's what we tried with the Whippet, is to give people a authentic or different experience within the store that they would actually write stories about or tell people about. But authenticity sits within experience, not purely a brand that you kind of put against the wall. It's what they either experience through your people or through your food or through your products. But it's always asking that question, the why. Why do I exist? That's where authenticity actually comes from. And then you can kind of decide on the how and how you start implementing that. But the why, that's all about authenticity.